October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and right now a moving display is set up at the Center Mall in Sioux Center, Iowa, to honor victims in the state. The display is a powerful visual representation of the toll domestic violence takes on individuals and families. There are 386 people being remembered in this current display from January 1995 till September 2023. Each chair symbolizes 2 lives lost to domestic violence, a person no longer with us because of abuse.
It's really hard and we know it's really heavy, but it's really important to talk about it because domestic violence thrives in silence. So we really have to bring it to light to help more people.
And you may remember the case of Jordan Beardshire. Prosecutors say the Dakota Dunes woman was murdered by the father of her child at her apartment in April 2023. She was one of the victims highlighted at the empty chair display. After her family saw this display, they said they knew they wanted her to be included.
Unique is it just shows that domestic violence knows no borders, it knows no bounds, it affects people all over the place. And so anything that we can do as an agency that works with victims, we're going to do that to help support and honor those loved ones.
This year, the empty chair display will be on display from October 21st through the 25th. And tonight at 10, we'll feature another visual display during Domestic Violence Awareness Month. This one making an impact on the ones who are working through their challenges past it, offering encouragement in the shape of a butterfly featuring words of hope. Well,